What's up, everybody? Checking in. About to run and grab my wife a coffee from not Starbucks, McDonald's. McDonald's got them little $3, $4 coffees. So we gonna go that route. We're gonna go the $3, $4 route. Look, I was talking to this guy, right? He cut hair and he's trying to build his clientele up, which he said has been building up pretty good. Now, he's like me. He have 5 kids. Do we have 5 kids? He got 1, 2, 3. No, he got 4. Yeah, he got 5 kids. He got 5 kids, but his oldest child is like 18, 19, so I really don't consider that one. But he have 5 kids as well. And we was talking, and he was saying, that he's trying to build his clientele up. And he's a welder. I said, look, bro, just grab you a welding job. And what I understand where he's coming from, because when you go grab a trade job, they want you to work either 10 or 12 hours. There's no 8 hours. There's only one job in my town that you have a trade and you can work 8 hours. And that is the Navy shipyard. They will work you 8 hours. And they have, and I tell people this all the time, the Navy shipyard allows you to start a business because you can work in the morning from 6 to 2:30. You can work in the evening from 3 to 11:30. Is it 3 to, yeah, 3 to, no, 2:30 to 11. Yeah. You can either work in the morning, 6 to 2:30. You can work in midday, 2:30 to 11. Or you can work overnight from 11:15 p.m. to 6 a.m., which is perfect for anybody that has a business. Now, when you burn a bridge, you have to be sure you're prepared to burn that bridge. He burned that bridge with the Navy company, so therefore he cannot get back on. And the shift he wanted is 11 at night to 6 in the morning. But when you get on that shift, you have to have what you call seniority to get on that shift. So, at any rate, he couldn't get back on that shift. So the next option was either to be go somewhere else, and they're going to work you from 6 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., or they're going to work you 5 at night to 3 in the morning. And what he was saying, man, either one of those are not going to work if I'm trying to build a clientele. It's just not going to work, which is not. It's not. So he ended up getting a fast food job, flipping burgers. And he was like, man, I really don't want to be here. Kind of embarrassing to work there. I said, bro, he was like, man, the money coming in slow, man. You get paid every 2 weeks. You get to a point you used to making either $200 a day or you getting paid every week. I said, bro, slow drip is better than no drip. I said, and you said you really don't want to, you kind of shame. I said, bro, I don't have no shame when I'm doing something for my business or when I'm providing for my family. I have no shame. There's no shame. I said, bro, just you doing what you need to do to get to that next level. I said, man, and I told him this. I said, man, when my wife was pregnant with our second child, I was working at the shipyard. I would leave the shipyard and then go work 6-7 hours at Taco Bell. And I did this 5 days a week. And I seen people from my job there. Shame. Hey, what up? Hey, man, yeah, what you doing back there? You quit the yard? No, I'm working both. When I leave the yard, I come here. What you got? What's your order? Man, I ain't ashamed. And I don't care about none of that, man. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna provide. And that's what a lot of guys. You have to let your ego go, especially when you're trying to build and grow a business, because there will be ups and downs in business. There will be wins, there will be losses. Just do what you got to do, man, to get to that next level. And a lot of people, they don't want to sacrifice. Not only do they not want to sacrifice, they want everything quick, fast, and easy. And I'm not talking about this guy particularly, but a lot of guys, they want stuff quick, fast, and easy. You're not going to get quick, fast, and easy when you're in business. You got to go through that slow grind. Most people, bro, it take 5 years to get that business off the ground. Most people, it take 5 years of consistency to get that business off the ground and to get that business growing to where they want it. It takes 5 years consistently. That's what it takes. 5 years of consistency. So it's like you do what you got to do to get to where you need to be. And there's no shame in that. Like, there's guys that tell me I'm not running a real business because in the wintertime I run for the hills. I run for the hills and get a welding job. Bro, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. There will never not be a time in my youth that I will not get a welding job. I said this in the beginning of spring. I said, bro, when winter hit, I'm going to get a welding job. Well, man, see, my business work year round. Listen, I don't have 5-6 days of work in December to work my business. And I'm not going to just lay around the house. No, this job, look, if God say the same, if the Lord spare me and push me through, this job I'm headed to is 4 10-hour shifts. That is too easy. 4 10-hour shifts. That is too easy. So why not go work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I can still operate my business Friday and Saturday? Bro, you're killing yourself. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, because I'm not going to be grinding every Friday and Saturday. For the time being, yes, I'm going to be grinding Friday and Saturday. Like, bro, okay, how about this? How about I stay home in the winter, and if I hit a rough patch, you think you can give me $5,000? Bro, I ain't got it, so shut your mouth then. See, I understand what I need to provide for my family. See, there was expenses at the end of the year that I wasn't anticipating on spending. I wasn't anticipating on putting my truck in the shop last week. I wasn't anticipating putting my piece of equipment in the shop. I wasn't anticipating, but guess what? I had the cash. I didn't swipe a credit card. I had the cash to fix my truck. I had the cash to fix my equipment. I didn't swipe a credit card. And I said, you know what? Before the season is over, I might as well go ahead and like right now, I'm waiting until about the end of November or beginning of November. First, I want to make sure I lock this job in. I gotta go take a weld test. It's an X-ray weld test. I don't know why they're giving me a flipping X-ray weld test. Once I pass this test on this job and secure this money, I'm gonna take my V-Ride to the shop. I'm gonna order me another deck, which another deck on that V-Ride like $1,200. I'm gonna order another deck, and then I'm gonna go ahead and order the wheels for that mower as well. Then I'm gonna get that order, and then I'm gonna order me some more mesh for my tailgate on my trailer. I'm gonna get all that ordered, and I don't need nothing else for my business. I don't need nothing else. I don't need nothing else for my business. And if God say the same, come March and April, March by May, this coming May, or really I'm leaning on like April, we're just gonna say May, my dump trailer and my other truck will be paid off. All right, the money I was paying on that dump truck, on that dump trailer and that truck, I'm gonna throw that on my mortgage every month. I'm gonna throw that on my mortgage every single month. I'm gonna throw that on my mortgage every single month. And now guess what? Trying to pay the house off a little early. Man, I thought you said you was gonna buy another piece of equipment. That was my original plan. In March and April, when this dump trailer and this truck was getting paid off, I was literally going to buy another piece of equipment until I started realizing, bro, the more equipment you have, the more overhead and expenses you have. Yeah, but you're making more money. Yes, but when this junk tear up, you're not spending under $1,000 to get it fixed. So therefore, I'm gonna just go ahead and pay my mortgage off. Let me get this